This is the third day of our Southwest Colorado and Southeast Utah RV and family reunion trip. Click on the link in the video description for the playlist of all of the videos from this trip. Today we spent the majority of the day in Mesa Verde National Park exploring ancient ruins. Then we hang out the rest of the day visiting and playing with family. It is now 7:02 the next morning and the battery's down to 64%. And we're getting 71 watts of solar right now. The mini split was set to 67 degrees all night, and right now inside it's showing 68 degrees. It's now only an hour and a half later and the battery's at 69% and we're getting already almost 1100 watts of solar. It is now 11:23 a.m. We've been hanging out with our family this morning, but now we're getting in the car and heading to Mesa Verde to do a tour there and explore. Just a quick systems update on the trailer. We're at, like I said, 11:23, 96% on the battery, and it's charging at only 100 watts right now, even though we're producing 2 kilowatts because the water heater just turned on and the mini split is on. So we have 1600, almost 1700 watts of AC loads. The water heater is going to be dropping off shortly, and then it's just going to be the mini split maintaining the temperature in the trailer, and then the solar is going to drop off once the battery gets to 100%, and it'll just be powering enough to power the loads from the mini split. The mini split I currently have set to 67 degrees. Right now in here it's 68 degrees and it's 77 outside, so it's not terribly hot today. The sun is warm though, so inside the trailer it would easily get up into the 80s, probably 90s, but the mini split will keep it nice and cool in here. So we're getting in the truck right now and we're gonna head to Mesa Verde. Alright, we just gassed up the truck. We spent $90.68 to get 26 gallons, $3.40 a gallon. So it's actually nicer that it's cheaper here in Colorado for the time being for 85 octane. Clara, where are we?
I forgot the names of them.
We are at the Mesa Verde Visitor Center. We're just gonna go in and check it out. The last time we were here, which I'll put a card above to that video, we didn't come here because we were kind of rushed to go to our tour. So we're gonna see what's here. This is an interesting sculpture. Looks like a ancient cliff dweller climbing a cliff with stuff on his back. What did you find, Clara?
His drawing.
Oh, cool.
Hey, come here quick. Right now.
Mom, what?
There's a show going on, Clara. Hey girls, what did you think of that performance?
I like it.
Yeah, it was great, huh? Forgot that they had a tunnel here on this road. Hey Lucy, what do you think of the tunnel? Lucy is holding her breath as we go through the tunnel. Oh,
I liked it.
you liked the tunnel. The visitor center at Mesa Verde National Park is at the base of a mountain not far out of Cortez, Colorado. From the visitor center to where most of the cliff dwellings are is an hour-long drive on a constantly twisty road. If you or anyone in your vehicle has problems with getting car sick, then prepare accordingly beforehand. This is a time-lapse view of what the whole drive looks like, and luckily for us, nobody got sick this time. Last time we drove this road, we were in our Model S, which is a far more nimble vehicle than this Ford F-250, so some of us were starting to feel a little sick last time. Even me as the driver, but luckily there are some places along the way you can pull over if you need to. We've arrived at the trailhead for the Cliff Palace, and we're going to be doing that ranger guided tour next. Are you excited, Lydia?
Yes.
Yes? All right, let's do it. As a side note, getting these tickets were very difficult. I had to click very, very quickly, exactly at 8 a.m. when the tickets became available, and within seconds they were all gone, all a couple hundred of them. There were only 45 tickets per, I think, half hour, and there were only a couple of tours throughout the day. So we were really lucky to be able to get these. This is the Cliff Palace that we are going to be hiking down to. You can see some people still down there from the previous tour time. So let's hike down there and I'll show you all of this in better detail. We're heading down towards the beginning of the Cliff Palace tour. We're here with some cousins, so you're going to see some other kids mixed in. And this is the Cliff Palace Overlook Trail, and apparently that's where the beginning of the trail is to actually go down to the cliff dwelling if you have tickets. And this is what the platform looks like. begun the hike down to Cliff Palace. So I'll show you a couple of shots of what that looks like going down. Lydia, are you having fun? Hey Clara, are you having fun? We get to go up this cool ladder right here. We're arriving at the beginning of the Cliff Palace tour.
Alright, yeah, feel free to head in. Like I've been saying, David's over here on the other side. You can ask him questions as well if you've got them.
Right there is where we were earlier when we started the hike down. And so just below us really is the cliff dwelling itself. So right here is one of the kivas. So this is where they had fire burning. And then up over this way, haven't been there yet, but there's a bunch more of the cliff dwelling up here. Lydia, did you have any questions?
Nope.
Oh yeah, they have toys. There's toys everywhere. There's a toy right there, there's a toy over there. There's some toys everywhere. Rocks, got the sticks, got the water, you got the reeds.
Different kinds of
Toys everywhere.
but they had toys.
You put some water and some sand, you got mud.
How's the view, James? In the American Port?
Clara, what did you find?
What do you think it is?
I don't know.
A pizza oven?
Some kind of oven, yeah.
And why does it have a bucket right there?
It's a good question, Clara. I don't know. It's definitely not from the original inhabitants.
See how these rocks are all dark? It's from the smoke from the fires that they would make.
We have finished seeing pretty much the whole Cliff Palace, and now we're going to begin the exit ascent, which is up this way.
The ranger said on your way up, he said if you see these little dents in the wall, then it means that the stairs, the people in the longhouse.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, go.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Look at this handle.
Oh, that's a perfect little handle for your hand, Lydia.
And this huge one.
Maybe.
Yeah, right. This is a fun ladder, huh, Lydia? There, are you wilting in the sun? We've relocated to the museum and we're just going to check it out. We are headed into the auditorium to watch a video about Mesa Verde.
Over 1,500 years ago,
And they created more pueblos.
archaeological evidence supports what we know from our oral histories. The Hopi tribe and pueblos of today have roots in the Mesa Verde area.
Go to our hotel.
Hey girls, what do you think of this museum? Is it cool?
I like it.
You like this museum, Lydia?
Yeah.
Have you learned anything new? Just a little bit? Have you learned anything new, Lucy?
Yeah.
What did you learn?
I learned that there's tribes, and people are descended from tribes.
Yeah. The girls really like these children's play dishes. We are now going to go check out the Spruce Tree House. Alright, there's the Spruce Tree House, and this is the closest that we can get to it. We're now stopping to see the Pithouse from AD 600. Oh, this is interesting. They've got it covered by a new metal structure. So it's talking about how they stored their food. We've now stopped at the Navajo Canyon Overlook. What do you think, Lucy? That is a cool view.
The sign says that people lived in this canyon for 700 years.
I don't see any houses.
Well, they're like stuck in the caves, like what we've been looking at. So they're in the side of the mountains, or maybe they've all worn away around here.
We're at the Square Tower House Overlook, AD 1200 to 1300. This is the Square Tower House Overlook. Look at that. Hey girls, come look at this cool ancient ruin. It's called the Square Tower House.
Where is it?
Right there. Does that look cool, girls?
Yeah. Doesn't it look like this?
That's where they were doing some work on it to restore it a little bit.
Stabilize it. Look how tall it is. They've got one that's like 4 stories.
Now we're at the Pithouse and Pueblos AD 700 to 950. So this pit house is like the last one where it's protected by this metal building, it looks like.
It's a pit house in that.
Yep. It's like old hat. We've already seen a pit house. What do you think of this pit house, girls?
2 pit houses here. The first one was built around 700. The second one was built on top of it.
Huh.
So it says that's a ventilator shaft. So that was to get air into it of the second pit house.
So this is what the structure would have looked like over the top of this pit. Here's the second ruins. This is the Pueblos, I believe. Also protected by a building. First village, 850 CE. And then over here on the other side of this building is this one. That's the deepest pit we've seen yet.
I bet they worked hard.
I bet you they worked really hard to make these, especially with these stone tools, huh? What do you think, Lydia? Second village, 950 CE. Now we are at Mesa Top Sites AD 900 to 1100. Familiar landscape. Is this a familiar landscape to you girls? No. No? Alright, let's go inside and see the building. Village upon village. Multiple layers of them across here. Let's go inside and see what's in this one.
This is the deepest I've seen.
Oh, yeah. A new kind of building, huh? Whoa. Yeah, this is way deeper.
I bet they worked so hard on this.
Mm-hmm. How do you think they got down there?
I don't know. Ladder?
Yeah, they probably had a wooden ladder that's now rotted away. We are now at Point Pueblo A.D. 1200. Time of transition. Not as deep as the last one, though. We're at Point View A.D. 1200 to 1300. Years of activity. That's nice of them to provide some telescopes here. That is the Cliff Palace that we toured earlier today. And as you can see, there aren't people going through it right now. The tour times have stopped. So this is now looking at it from across the canyon. Over here to the side, there's the landing platform that we were looking at it from initially, where we started the tour from. And the tour ends going up a ladder that's over here on this side. So it's just kind of fun to be able to see the Cliff Palace from a totally farther away perspective, but more straight on. And if I zoom all the way back, you'll see how far away I am. So it gives you an idea of perspective. And in the same spot, you can see some other cliff dwellings. So there's some ruins right there, and then coming around over this way, there's some more right there, and then more way over there. And actually, if I pull back, come all the way around here to the right, past the Cliff Palace, there's more right over there. So this gives you some names of what we were just looking at. So you got the Cliff Palace over here, the Mummy House, Sun Temple, and we got the Oak Tree House, Fire Temple, and New Firehouse. So that's all of these that are out there. This is the Oak Tree House, AD 1250. Yeah, we were just looking at these just farther down the road, just that direction, just a tiny bit. Cliff Palace is around the corner there, so we can't really see it, but we can see that one, which we had looked at previously, and now we can see these over here better than we could before. This is the Oak Tree House.
And over there is the new firehouse, I think.
New Firehouse, Lucy says, is what this one is. These maybe are labeled here. What is the new house, Lydia?
Over there. Different one. We didn't see that one yet.
Oh, yeah, because we're farther down the canyon, we can see these better. These were far away before.
That one is much closer to us.
Right. This is the Sun Temple here. This looks like they were using it for water collection. You can see all the smooth areas for collecting water, and then these downspouts. The mystery of the Sun Temple. Sun Temple is a never-ending source of speculation for scholars and visitors alike. Some studies suggest it had a role in celestial observations.
No, that one. You can reach.
On the other side, there's a rock you can climb up and see inside.
Oh, cool. Did you hear that?
What did you
He
say?
said there's a rock you can climb up to see inside it on the other side.
Let's climb up on this rock and we'll be able to see into the temple from the top, I think. Ah, look at that. That's a much better view.
I can't.
This is the Sun Temple right here, and across the way over there is where we just came from. This is where we were able to see the Cliff Palace, had the telescopes and everything right there, all the way across the way. We have finished touring the ancient ruins at Mesa Verde for the day, and so we're headed back to the Airbnb house, and we'll eat dinner and hang out with my family for the family reunion. We have a 55-minute 35-mile drive yet to go, and we have to go obviously through all this windy road. And just like that, we're back to the trailer. The inside is at 68 degrees and the outside is almost 86 degrees. And then of course the battery is completely full and the solar is producing currently 565 watts. And the mini split is consuming just over 500 watts to be cooling the trailer to that degree. The rest of the day was playing with the cousins, catching up with relatives, and other various activities, making memories with family. Why are you all wet?
I'm playing this food. Raise your hand if
you're not. You cried a little bit? That's great, Lucy. Get it, Lucy, get it. Lucy, do you know what time it is?
It's 11:12. I'm gonna stay up
It's really
till midnight.